Hey guys, it is your girl Rose with another episode of the Spotlight DMV. And today I am here with an amazing guest. Not even a guest, this is family. Like for real,
Yes,
for
this
real.
is
This is
true. This is true.
family. But before I introduce who my guest is today, I do want to give a shout out to Mixed Food Hall here in Mount Rainier, Maryland, because without them, I'd be out on the streets recording this. So shout out to Mixed Food Hall for partnering with community people like myself. And so today,
What's up,
guys,
Prima?
I want to tell you guys about my Primo extraordinaire DMV DJ, DJ Turito, aka Arturo Lord, aka Mi
That's
Primo.
right. What's up? What's going on? What's up, Prima? You doing good?
I'm good.
Good, good. Thank you for having me. I
Yeah.
really means a lot. I'm really happy to be here. I really am.
Welcome to the Spotlight DMV.
Okay.
So listen, guys, I really want to get into all that DJ Turito. I don't even know what to call you. Listen, this is our time. And when I say his family, let me explain what I mean.
hmm
So his family is from Panama.
That's
My
correct.
family is from Nicaragua.
Correct.
And we have a lot of connection through softball, through marriage,
Yeah.
through
School.
school.
Yes. Oh, definitely school. Shouts to High Point.
Shout out to High
Shouts to High
Point.
Point. Shouts to
Yeah.
High Point. Yes, yes, yes. Matter of fact, Bump. Shouts to Bump. He's doing the 30-year 95 reunion for High Point, but it's open to all of the classes of the 90s. So if you want to get your ticket, please follow me, DJ Turito _C3. All High Point alum, don't matter what year you graduated from, as long as it was in the 90s, you're invited, and I'm the DJ. So I had to
Oh,
throw
that's
that out there
dope.
real quick.
That's dope. That's the Dwayne.
Yep, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I only know him as Bump. My apologize.
No, that's cool. So, I had my 30-year reunion last year.
Really? Okay.
It was so good to see all the folks. And a big part that was kind of funny for me. So, you grew up in Langley Park area like I did.
Yeah.
And so my husband also grew up in Langley Park, but he moved away before we got to high school.
Really?
But the trek that people went on from elementary to
Right.
middle to high school,
Mm-hmm.
it was all the same people. So the area that I grew up in, I didn't go to elementary school with those folks.
Right.
So I met all of them in high school, in middle school and high school, and he was gone by then. So we get to the reunion,
Mm-hmm.
and they all know him because they knew him from elementary school. They knew
Right.
him from Langley Park Boys and
Right.
Girls
Right.
Club, all
Right.
of that. So it was almost like it was his reunion too.
Which is funny because a lot of people swear up and down that I went to Buck Lodge, and I did not go to Buck Lodge. Everyone that I met was at High Point.
Oh
So
wow.
I know nothing of Buck Lodge. I don't know nothing about Adelphi Elementary. High Point.
Well, so let's start from right there. Let's talk about growing up Prince George's County, because you moved here at what age?
I moved to PG County when I was probably 11, 12 years old, somewhere about there. Because I just finished my stint at Eastern, which is in Montgomery County. Wound up moving into Adelphi. Shouts to the Golden Bull.
Yeah.
Shouts to the Golden Bull. And yeah, it was just High Point from there. It was just really pretty much High Point from there. But even when so let's backtrack real quick.
Yeah.
I was born in Silver Spring, Maryland. I wound up living with my grandparents in Panama for a couple of years or whatever. Then I wound up coming back between Maryland and New York. And then I just wound up staying here with my parents and everything like that. So I'm everywhere, but I'm everywhere, but Maryland has been the home, except for my last stint in Philadelphia for 7 years. So when I wound up moving to PG County, I can actually feel the difference and the shift. And I'm not saying it in a bad way because, even though the certain part of Montgomery County where I grew up in, which was Tacoma Park area, had a lot of, foreigners as well, but it was like a different dynamic when you came to PG County for some reason.
Yeah.
So High Point, I think, was like the biggest melting pot as far as schools that I went with. And I met people from various countries there, countries that I didn't even know of, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So it kind of shaped me for who I was going to turn out to be all these years later. So, I love it.
Yeah, and so I tell people that a lot too, because when you look at that area now, Langley Park, Adelphi, all of that, there's a heavy Hispanic Latino population.
Yes.
But when my parents bought a house in Adelphi, I was 79 or 80, something like that.
Right.
At that time, that was a white neighborhood.
Yes, it was.
And during the 80s, a lot of Black people started moving in, but not just Black people, but like Caribbean people.
Yes.
And then there were people from other countries, like you were saying. It was very diverse.
Very, very,
And
very.
even moving all the way up through Langley Park. Like I remember just like, oh yeah, the Jamaicans like the Jamaicans are in Langley Park, because that's where at that time when my parents were here and whatnot, there was no international store to go buy your coconut milk and things like that. My mom used to be beating up that coconut outside to make her own coconut milk.
So this was pre-Red Apple. I see what you're
So this is exactly where I was born. Pre-Red Apple. Red Apple was like a big thing when it came and filled that need.
Yes, it was. Saturday morning, spend a lot of time at that Red Apple just to get prepared for Sunday dinner. I'm very familiar with that place. So yeah.
Shout out to Red Apple. They still over there.
Yeah, they still open there. It's so funny. Sometimes too, whenever I drive through Langley Park, I still feel like I'm gonna see the Caribbean restaurant that used to be on the corner across the street from TikTok.
Yeah.
Can never remember the name of it, but I used to see
the one. So there's the gas station there now. Behind the gas station,
right behind
Caribbean
it.
Delight or something like that.
Caribbean Delight. Yes. Used to go there, get a beef patty, cocoa bread, and a cola champagne for like $3.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm old, but it's all right.
No, but those were the days.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Even like you brought up Golden Bull, you brought up TikTok, all of those staples are gone.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The Wawa that they opened up on, what's that, Riggs and Adelphi Road, still trips me out whenever I see it. I'm like, what is that doing there? But hey, it is what it is.
So you talked about how being in a diverse population like that, and like at High Point, because High Point was very diverse.
Very.
That shaped you into who you were going to become, who you are now.
Yes.
And what I remember about you in high school is that you were already really into music and things like that. And I remember that you used to rap.
Yes. I used to rap. I had various names. I do not want to repeat them right now. But I could say, even though High Point kind of shaped where I was, the trajectory of where I was going, music has always been, just like has always been in our life from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's so funny how Saturday mornings, my father used to turn on salsa music, and we knew that was a sign that we had to clean up the house and everything like that. So, because we couldn't do anything before we went outside. I mean, we had to clean up everything, make sure everything was nice before we actually wound up having to go outside. So music was there, but we knew it was cleaning time when we heard salsa.
Yeah.
We knew we were kind of relaxing whenever my father played like Teddy Pendergrass and James Brown and all of that other kind of stuff. But music has always been there. Now, to fast forward now, High Point did where it was where I learned how to rhyme, because shout out to the SOS crew. That was the crew that we were called back in the day, which was called Soldiers of Skills, nothing else. Soldiers of Skills. And I just loved it. I mean, that time I was a big KRS fan, the EPMD fan, Big Daddy Kane, Heavy D, Kid and Play. Say what you want. MC Hammer was the man back then. I'm not.
He was.
Yes,
He
yes,
was.
yes. A lot of people sleep on Hammer, but it was something that I actually like to do. When then I heard about the little, because you remember the little small room at High Point.
Yes.
Because there was the big one, and then there was the blue, the little small one where all the foreigners, like mainly the Jamaicans and everybody hung out at. They would do a lot of ciphers there, a lot of rhyme ciphers there. And I just tried it one day and I actually liked it and it just stuck with me. I still can rhyme to this day. I just don't, but yeah, I loved it. I loved it. If you ever get a chance, soundcloud.com/Arturo Lord. I still have some of the songs that I recorded from when I was living in Philadelphia. Have fun with them.
Oh, that's stuff. I'll make sure to link that, y'all, so we can listen to
yes,
you rhyming.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. And so you talked about like the music that was played in your household growing up. You talked about salsa, Teddy Pendergrass, and stuff like that. And a part of that, because I know that you have a diverse taste in music, but then also your cultural background is diverse, right?
Yes.
Because like I said, your family is from Panama.
Yes.
And so where am I going with this? So like now I'm trying to ask about okay, so right now, right, everybody's on this Afro-Latino thing. and I say it like that because growing up, I never referred to myself as that. Right?
This country loves labels. So yeah. This country loves labels. So yeah, go on.
How do you see yourself in all of that, right? With all of that in you?
It's okay. So it's funny you brought that up because I've been having this conversation with people for years. So yes, I'm Panamanian. My parents are Panamanian. My grandfather on my father's side is from Barbados. My grandmother on my father's side is from Jamaica. My grandparents on my mother's side from Panama, but you could backtrack it to Belize, Trinidad, Jamaica, and all of these. So these are all of the things that kind of make me who I am.
Yeah.
Everyone, I'm not going to give you the history about, they migrating to help build a canal and wind up staying and all of that other stuff and things like that. So I grew up listening to, like I said, not only South R&B, but reggae, old school calypso, those kind of musics and everything like that. Now, to touch on what you said, I still get looked weird whenever somebody hears Spanish come out of my mouth. Afro-Latino was not a thing when we were coming up. Somebody once told me too that when I told them that I'm Panamanian, they said that Panama, they didn't believe that Panama was a place. It sounded like I just spun the globe and pointed at it and said, that sounds like a cool place to come from. Yeah, it's crazy.
That I gotta adjust the glasses on that one.
Right. It's crazy because for some strange reason, people couldn't like fathom the idea that people of our color could actually speak Spanish. It just was what it was back then, which is why Panamanians, Nicaraguans, and even Cubans and Dominicans kind of stayed amongst themselves because we didn't want to have to deal with the outside world and the questions and, things like that. I don't know if you got the jokes, but I'll never forget a friend of mine when he came over to my house and me and my sister were talking Spanish and he just looked so dumbfounded. And everything was, oh, la migra. And I'm like, I'm not Mexican, bro. Don't do that to me. I mean, we did get generalized, but once they started learning that, oh, you kind of eat the same thing that we eat, and you kind of talk the same way that we talk, like pretty much. Nigga, the Panamanians, I say it, are just glorified West Indian people that speak Spanish, to be honest with you. So, you still get it to this day because the other day I was somewhere and I just was talking Spanish to somebody and they looked at me as if I was practicing. I'm like, I don't practice nothing. I speak this, So you it's the bad with the good, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
And my experience is a little different because that the funny thing is the language piece of it, that also is a part of how people look at you. Because when I tell them like, oh yeah, my parents are from Nicaragua, and they hear that R rolling, they're like, oh, so you speak Spanish? No, I don't speak Spanish. I don't. And when my parents came here, it was at a time when there was not all this diversity, and it's good to know all these different languages. Like that was not seen, being different was not seen as something that was a positive. And so they did not speak to us in Spanish.
Yeah.
They would speak about us.
Yeah. Same thing with us. Same thing with us. Same thing with us. See, I took it upon myself to learn Spanish.
No, don't try to shame me.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because like I'm a very inquisitive person.
Yeah.
So I always like, once my father and them always just like, I knew when they started talking Spanish because they'll talk like this and then all of a sudden they'll just go into the language real quick. And I'm like, okay, I need to know what it is that they're saying, you know? So I just started paying attention, started figuring out words, phrases and things like that. And then I picked it up. And one day, my dad said something to me in Spanish and I replied in Spanish. And he looked at me and was like, and I said, I've been understanding everything y'all been saying for the past couple of years now. I just don't say it because I was still unsure about the pronunciations of words and things like that or whatever. I would say, it was a disservice to us because they didn't want to teach us that. But I did take it upon myself to learn it because, I mean, I joke when I say it, but, America, Spanish is the first language. I joke when I say it, but I do mean it as well. Because if you go through the East Coast, come on down through the South and come on to the West, there's a huge population of Hispanic people all there. So you got to learn it. You definitely got to learn it.
100%. And I definitely look at it as something that, I took it all the way through college. And there was a point where my dad, he did try with us. But, at that point, we were too far gone. But
so what's funny is, I'll say this and then we can move on, is that, my Spanish teacher at High Point, the first one, actually failed me because I don't know Spaniard Spanish. So me and her would always go back and forth on words.
Who was that? Callisto?
No, Miss Logan.
Logan.
Miss Logan. I want to try to say her name, but shouts to you, Miss Logan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we would go back and forth on words and pronunciations because she was teaching the Europe Spanish. I don't know Europe Spanish. So it was always a battle. And, I mean, she failed me, but, whatever.
Whatever. And I mean, yes, that was the same in our household too. Like I would go home and be like, well, that's not how the books say you say
right,
it.
exactly.
And we didn't even understand that there is, well, that's from a different country.
Right.
It's not the same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you have all of this background in you, all this diversity in you. Let's talk about how that translates into your music and into your spinning.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know you do a lot of Caribbean parties,
right.
soca, you do reggae.
Yeah.
But you also you grew up with R&B and all of that, just like you said.
Yes.
So how does that all look as a DJ?
To me, if you're going to be a DJ, number one, you have to love all all different types of genres of music, because just like you, there's a bunch of things that make you who you are. You cannot generalize, Rose as being, the lady that runs Spotlight DMV. There's more to you than that.
Yeah.
And that's how I view what I do as far as DJ. See, we grew up in a time, and I hate to say this because it makes me sound old, but we grew up in a time where we had access to a whole lot of music, especially on the radio, like, 95.5 back then when, Al B.D. was on there and everything like that. We actually used to be able to hear, house music. We heard R&B. We heard rap. We heard pop. We heard just a mixture of all these things. I apologize about that, but that's how I was able to get introduced to various different genres of music. Now, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think that soca music is my first love. It's not. I'm a hip hop lover first. 80s, 90s hip hop, that's my wheelhouse. Soca is a strong second, third, but hip hop. Now, I know how to do, a soca and stuff like that because, hey, we grew up around it.
Yeah.
I attend carnivals. I go to all of this other stuff. It's been in my life and everything like that. But I love this picture here. So many things make up this beautiful picture here. And that's how I try to approach DJing. Just trying to paint a picture with different genres. And I know how to read a crowd and be like, you know what? Let's play some house music right here. You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't think I could play house music.
Yeah. Well, what you said though about what the radio was like when we were growing up, when that was the thing. Like there was no streaming and iTunes and all of that.
No.
It was the radio.
Yes.
And I knew Culture Club and
I'll tumble so yeah. That's my joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
And we was just here singing one of them Tiffany songs.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
So we grew up on a whole lot of different types of music, and I was heavy into house as well too.
Yes. Listen, I can play a Peter Gabriel song. I can play In Excess. I can play Phil Collins. It's the music that makes everything for me. You see what I'm saying? So every Friday I do a radio show on RiddimCityFM.com. It's a popular Caribbean station. Shout out to DJ Super Slice. And they mainly focus on Afrobeat, soca, and reggae, dancehall. I made a call to him one day and I said, listen, I'm going to get bored if I keep playing these same three genres. Can I please have some fun with this? And he gave me the green light. So every second Friday, I do Abstract Fridays, which is nothing but house music.
Oh, I love it.
So I do that. Every third Fridays, I just jump into my my old school R&B bag. I did a New Jack Swing set one time, whatever. Like, matter of fact, while I'm talking to you right now, I hear one of my favorite songs playing, which is Cult of Personality by Living Color. Great rock band from the 80s. If you get a chance to check them out, do so. So that's why I love what I do, and I love the fact that I was able to get this freedom for me to play all of these things because it's how we grew up. To not do it would be a disservice. I'm not going to DJ and not touch a certain genre because that's not how I grew up.
No, I absolutely love that. And I love that you have that freedom to explore and to share your love of some of these other genres with your audience.
Yes.
And some of my favorite parties that I've gone to, the way that the DJ will mix something, right? Maybe it's something that's current, but they're mixing it with like something that's unexpected. I'm like, dang, I love how they're mixing this. Like I would have never I'm not big into music in the way that a DJ is.
Right.
And so to hear those things together, I'm like, man, what is going on in their brain that they were able to even put that together?
So I can tell you, for me, it's trial and error. So if I'm playing a song, honestly, I'll be like, hey, I wonder how this will sound with this. And I'll just do it. If it comes out good, 9 times out of 10 it does. But
I know that's right.
9 times out of 10 it does. Then it's like, okay, then I can explore this more. I try to view, matter of fact, I have a couple people asking me to teach them how to DJ, which I still find is weird to me. But the first thing that I tell them is, if you're not in this for the right reasons, you're not gonna enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
And as I said, always remember, this is not McDonald's number 2. We are baking lasagna while we're DJing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that means this is going to take time. We're going to build up a vibe, and you're going to enjoy it at the end. Because which one would you rather have, a Whopper with cheese or lasagna?
Give me that 5-layer lasagna.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. It's no real mystery to to me as far as this goes. But if you take time, enjoy what it is that you're doing, and you just like let it take over you, not no demonic way, but just embrace yourself with it, you can go so far with this thing here.
And I mean, that's what music does. It takes over you, and you see it. What people feel music in different ways,
exactly,
right? So
exactly.
the way you feel it and then express that is through playing
Yes,
songs.
yes.
The way other people feel it and express it, maybe they dance,
Yes.
or maybe some people paint or do hair, or
Yes.
whatever it is that that music inspires inside of them. Because like your cousin, one of your cousins, I remember he loved music and would always play Jarvis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shouts to Mike. Yes.
And so I have an aunt too. She has the social house, and she was anytime there's the party, be like, okay, bring your playlist.
Yeah.
Like she knows how to get the party going.
Right. No, listen, man, it's a beautiful thing. And I could tell you the hardest people that I could say that I had to win over were Panamanian people. Because, and I'm pretty sure it's like that, they're stuck in their ways with certain things. You see what I'm saying?
Even when you were talking and you were talking about the number 2 at McDonald's versus lasagna, and you know what popped into my head?
What?
When we go to the club, because I'm the 90s into the 2000s.
Yes.
And there's a certain playlist, I call it playlist. But what's that Zodiac sign?
Oh yeah.
But you know how that's gonna go, right?
Exactly.
And so now what you're saying,
yes,
they gotta hear the certain songs.
They gotta hear the certain songs, and this. Oh, wait, is he gonna play this? And then when you play it, they're like, and then you play a next song. Oh, him know about that? Oh, then you play another song like Rise. Oh, I'm sorry.
You good?
Okay. Then be like, oh, hey, this boy can't play, and then that's when you get the whole, the whole accolades. And, hey, I need you to come and DJ a party for me and all of them things. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Shouts to my people. I love y'all. You understand what I'm saying? But they were the most hardest to win over because they're so set, and if you do not touch whatever it is they want to hear at that time, you're dead in the water with them. You know what I mean? So if I can get my own people behind me, then everybody else, I can win them over eventually, So yes.
I agree. So speaking of that, you have won over one of the biggest Caribbean artists here in the DMV, Miss Empress.
Shouts to Empress J. I am her DJ. So what's funny is I met Empress a long time ago. I didn't even know Empress did music. That's how long I met her. You remember the Settings Club that used to be right there on University?
Oh my gosh, that's like Settings nightclub is forever ago.
Yes. I actually met her at a dance hall queen competition.
I was going to say, I know Empress as a dancer.
Exactly. So then, when I left and I was in Philadelphia and I was, there for a little bit, I wanted to move him back. And, I linked up with a couple of, local DMV artists, and I wound up doing a set with them. And I saw Empress and I was like, hey, that's that girl from Settings, this, that, and the third. And then I didn't even know that she rapped at the time too.
Yeah.
Because we wound up doing a performance called The Greatest Hip Hop Story Ever Told back in 2009, 2010. And then, she made her transition, from hip hop to, actually doing soca. And, we both have Bayesian ancestry, and it just all made sense.
Yeah.
Everything is organic. I was literally just with her yesterday. Which is hilarious.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes.
So you're DJing for Empress. Tell us what else you got going on.
Each and every Friday, like I said, RiddimCityFM.com. If you do not have the website to do it. Download the app Riddim City Pro on, what is it, Google Play or Apple. Then you could just catch me anywhere. Like, every Friday, Silver Spring Fire Station happy hour with my boy Ghost and Sprang International. I got a couple of gigs lined up, like at some liquor stores doing promotions for liquor and things like that. So I go where the people call me.
Okay, and I know that sometimes you do some of the festivals.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm just waiting for those calls right now. I am scheduled to do the Norfolk Carnival in September as well.
Nice.
So yeah, listen, man, I'm around. I just need people to get at me and we can make this happen, man. Seriously.
Okay, well, talk to this camera right here and tell folks where they can find you on socials.
Social media, Instagram, DJ Turito _C3. That's where you could find me. And there's a link there that you could, my Linktree will connect you to my mixes, my phone numbers, my emails for you to get, if you want to book me. Whatever event it is that you want done, I can make it happen. Quinceañeras, weddings, a mí no importa. I'm going to have fun and you're going to have fun as well. So make sure you reach out to me, DJ Turito _C3 on Instagram. And I do have a fan page, DJ Turito on Facebook. And yeah, those are really my socials, to be honest with you.
Okay, and
try not to get lost too.
Yeah, I'll make sure I link all of that so you guys can find him easily.
Mhm.
And before we close out, I just have one last question. Well, there's actually two.
Okay.
What legacy is it that you want to leave behind? A big one.
Yeah, I don't really think about those kind of questions, but I would say the one legacy that I would want to leave behind is that I want to be known for, when you mention my name, that whatever I did, I put my heart and soul in everything that I did.
Yeah.
I do this with love. I do this with compassion because I care about it. It's like breathing to me. So whenever somebody mentions my name, when I've gone on to be with the Lord or whatever, I kind of want you to have a smile on your face and be like, man, this dude really loved what he did, So that's the one thing that I think I will leave behind. Side money to my daughter once I win the lottery, but other than that, yeah.
No, I love that. Be like, man, remember that party?
Yeah.
And so to that note, I know that you're always listening to new music, old music. Top two that you have in rotation right now.
As far as artists or genres of music right now?
Let's go with artists.
So, yeah.
No judgment.
No, because these things are kind of hard to do within the moment, but my favorite artist of all time is Prince and Stevie Wonder. Everybody will always say, well, why not Michael? Don't get me wrong. I love Michael.
Yeah.
I had a debate about Michael Jackson the other day because, I asked somebody, who do you think was the best kid R&B singer out there? They were arguing me down with Tevin Campbell. And I'm like, nah.
Tevin Campbell?
Yeah, I said, nah.
He could sing, but...
Yeah, but it was like, nah, you forgetting about Little Mike. You see what I'm saying? Because, who else could start there, then drop off the wall, then do Bad, and then come all the way to doing a beautiful song that he did with Floetry, Butterflies, up until his passing. So, Prince, love them because he plays every instrument. That Purple Rain album.
That was my very first record that I owned.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really? See, that's my guy. I just love his stuff. Now, what I'm listening to lately, even though I listen to a lot of soca right now and so forth like that, I've been listening to nothing but jazz mainly because jazz soothes my mind, soca and everything is a constant.
Yeah.
Rhythms. Yeah. It is a constant. Sometimes you need, that soothness just to mellow your mind, ease it out. And then what's this other form? Piano. the new form of it's like a faster tempo of Afro beats, but mainly from South Africa. I love the different forms of transitions that they have going on in those things there. So yeah, those are my go-to right now.
Okay, awesome. Well, I enjoyed this conversation.
I did too.
Going down memory lane.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to throw some things. I mentioned it. You saw your face. You was like, "Whoa, sayings." I said,
No, that was a good memory. I have not thought about settings in so long. So to
Really?
even hear the name, I was just like, oh my gosh, I forgot it was even over there.
You don't remember the Latin club that used to be next to the National Whole Food Warehouse before they switched it? Because remember that
National Whole Food Warehouse. Where is that at?
so
International Mall?
yes.
Okay, yeah. What is that called now? International Mall is called something else.
It's called something else, but before it became the National Whole Food Warehouse thing, it was Heckinger right there.
Yes.
There used to be a little salsa club right there in the corner as well, too, So I used to I'm gonna get my father in trouble. But my father would would take me out. I just happen to be out with him, and he'll go in there and hang out sometimes. And I'll just be out there listening to the music. So I'm very familiar with that area.
I'm so sorry. Because I can see the whole heck blue.
Yes.
It's too funny. I see your little self just hanging out.
Just listen. Just looking at the people go in, looking out the outfits, and as soon as the door open, you hear the music playing and everything like that. So it was cool. It was cool. So
Well, I just wish you the best of luck in everything that you have coming up. And guys, again, I will link all of his contact information so that you can get in touch with him. You can listen to him on Fridays. You said it's the second Friday where you do?
Second Friday is Abstract Friday.
Yeah, Abstract Friday. I'm going to make sure I check that out. So
you want house music, you want whatever, you going to get it. This Friday, we playing nothing but old school salsa hits for the first hour. So RiddimCityFM.com, download the app Riddim City Pro, log in each and every Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And look, before we go, I need to tell you how proud of you I am. Yeah. I've never seen a move like a transition to what you're doing now so fast, and it just takes off the way that it's been taking off. I love it for you.
Thank you.
I love it for you, and I'm super proud of you, Primo, for real.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, especially coming from somebody that has known me forever.
Yes.
You seen the little dookie braids and all of that. You know all of that.
Yes. To know that, to see this is where you go, I would have never pictured it. But I'm proud you found your setting and you found your lane and you taking off. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, no problem. Thank you for having me. Make sure you follow Spotlight DMV, all social medias. Link in. She's going places. You want to be where she is. I promise you.
Thank you for that. Peace, y'all.
Later.
Until next time.